Okay, so when all this first started happening, the messages, the hate speech and stuff, I was good, because I had tough skin, Well, I have tough skin, thick skin, as they say. I had a friend of mine named JR. Hey, I had a friend of mine named JR tell me, like, Mel, sometimes you just gotta laugh it off, bro, because you don't think about it immediately as it being funny, but when you take the time and sit back, it's very comical. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm like, dang, bro, you right, because I would laugh about it, but when it first happened, I couldn't laugh. I'd be a little angry because this particular message about my brother. Wishing death upon my brother, I'm like, it made me, okay, I want to see who this is now. I need to see, so I would ask the Lord, like I said, but he wouldn't tell me. And looking back in retrospect, I believe it's because he knew I wanted some revenge. He knew I wouldn't leave it to him, so yeah, it got to a point where I stopped laughing and I'm just like, okay, I want to know. So once I started researching and reading about forgiveness, like I said, I can't show you guys all the messages, but there's a video I did before called My Journey of Forgiveness, and that's where you can see the message at. I might post it on this one. I'll wait and ask the Lord to see what he want me to do. But anyway, that particular message, it was like, okay, let me know the level of spiritual warfare that I was battling, and I knew I could not defeat this by myself. I knew I needed Jesus, because we all need Jesus, because, like I said, that one time that's going to come in your life, or it's going to be multiple times. Actually, that's what I'm figuring out now, because I asked Lord, I'm like, God, why am I going through this so much? Like, this is like over a decade, like, I'm like, I understand, like, you want us to be like you, but Lord, this is a lot. And he just told me, so was dying on the cross for your sins, not in a condescending way, but just letting me know, like, this is what I also had to go through, but you only have to go through it in spirit. But you have my spirit to guide and lead you and to show you the way. So we're blessed in that way as well, so this was new to me though, so I didn't know how to do that, because as men, we're taught to handle our battles with fists or with violence and with guns, so, and I was at that point where I wanted to do that. I'm not ashamed to say that, because I have Jesus to thank that he didn't let me go down that path, because he will never send us through that path, right? But this is a path that I was contemplating, and I'm like, Lord, because I tried to tell people, like I said, but nobody really took the time to kind of listen. And if they did listen, they were trying to tell me how I should feel about it or how I should respond. But the listening was very minimal. But thank God anyhow, Jesus listened to me. So, I'm so thankful for that. Now, the inner journey part is, I responded to one of the messages because I'm like, just let me just see what's going to happen. Let me just respond, And they sent some crazy stuff, and I was just like, well, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. How are you? Like, some of y'all know that song, man. But anyway, I like, try again, hater, because I knew I was dealing with somebody who hated me, but now in retrospect, I realized that was a mistake, because the main thing, or one of the main things that your haters, why they don't like you and why they envy you and just want to ruin your day, it's deep down they want to be a part of your life, but since you reject them, it angers them. So hence why they try to invade your privacy, or walk in front of you, or make you just recognize them, or make you pay them some type of attention. Because once I responded, it's like you can tell in the volume of messages, it changed. It's like, okay, now he responded less, like, so, and I'm like, okay, Lord, okay, this is one of them times you wanted me to be quiet and hold my peace, right, and not say nothing. And he's like, yeah, bruh, it's wise to just stay silent at times, right, like the Bible says. So, but yeah.